Hello, this is a tutorial on how to create a Google Doc. Now, a Google Doc is something that is created in Google Drive. This is Google Drive, for example. You can go to Google Drive whenever you go to google.com and you are signed in to your account, or Gmail, it's the same thing. You click on this Google Apps page and Google Drive is right next to Gmail. You would go into Google Drive, and my Google Drive has a lot of folders in it because I've been using it for 3 years now. So it's got quite a bit of stuff in here. Now, what I'll be going into is the classroom I'm creating for this class. So this would be the Google Apps training. And you go to New. You would go to Google Docs. Now that would just create a blank template. Now if you're familiar with Word, Word has different templates. So if you go to this arrow here, you can click on that and it will show you a bunch of different templates, like different types of resumes, letters, brochures, anything that somebody has created as a possible format to your heart's enjoyment there. I will just create a blank one. And that's it. Now, a Google Doc is always going to open as untitled document or untitled anything whenever you create something in your Google Drive. That's just going to be, it's already saved right now. When you're on live internet, every change you make, when I type here, that will be changed when I hit enter. So I can say how to create a Google Doc. See, saving there? Now all changes are saved. So that is now the new name of it. And if I want to see where it is, I click Move To, and I can move it to different folders by clicking on this. Or you can physically look at the file and move it somewhere else by either, dragging it to that file if you see it here, or you right-click it and move to there. So there's a couple of options on how to move documents around, but this is one way, and right-clicking here is another. But now I've got a blank document, and most of it you can see looks pretty familiar with most standard Word documents. You just have your alignments here. You can insert a link. You can change text color. Now, the interesting thing about Word is when I type something in here, if I want to create a title, is I can change the format to bold or underlined. That's pretty much all the same. I can change the size. I can change the format or the font. And I can change the text color. Now that one's a little different than what you've seen, because if you see this is highlight. So text color can change the text like you're used to seeing, but I can actually highlight something I've typed, like this for example. I can go to highlight and pick any of these colors, and that is actually going to highlight around there. And I don't know if some people play with that or not. When I've taken notes with my Google Docs in conferences and meetings, I like to take advantage of the highlight, but that's pretty much up to you. And they've got insert table here as well. So I can insert a table. I can change formatting here. I can insert an image, a link, an equation. That's a nice thing they've got, Math Editor. For those of you who are math teachers, that is actually a useful tool where you can actually do certain things you couldn't type in a normal Word document. This is the one that you would probably be interested in, being able to write equations like that, where you can have x plus 2 over 3x minus 1. That's the equation editor, and that costs extra in some programs, but this is absolutely free. You just have to have a Gmail account to use it. But other than that, everything else in the Google Doc operates the same. There is over here, you can do line spacing, single, double. This is, I take advantage of this all the time. Bullets are numbered lists to create outlines, which is what I've been creating for these classes actually through your questions that you had. These are pretty much the basics of how to create a Google Doc. Now, sharing things and all that stuff, that'll be a different thing. Creating any doc is all the same, and we can cover that in another video.